Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I am Dario Lujo and welcome to News Wrap Up on Aspheric TV.
Mustafa Abdul Malik is my name.
Of course, I'm going to say Uncle Musti Lala.
Okay.
Uncle Musti Lala, how has been your day?
It's okay. Everything went well. Fine.
It has been so stressful for me, but
stressful.
Thank God for grace. Well, politics too important to be left for politicians alone, says Sultan. The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Saheed Abubakar III, has said politics and national development are too important to be left to politicians alone. The monarch said this at the 19th Delicious Dialogue theme 2023, the politics, economy, and insecurity. Samusti, what do you have to say about that?
Well, definitely, the Sultan is said it well. You understand? Why we are where we are today is because of attitude of Nigerians. People that are supposed to vie for political office, they now left it to the so-called politicians. The politicians, as if politics is now a career exclusively for some people. So you understand what happened to the so-called technocrat professionals, including even the traditional rulers. You have some traditional rulers that they can as well. There is no any law that stop traditional rulers from vying into public office. You understand? So when we decide to say, okay, we are leaving this for politicians, definitely we will continue to have problem.
Well, the Sultan said all well-meaning Nigerians must come together and gather and also find solution to their numerous problems, as nobody has all the answers to the world's problems. That's it. Yes, and he's very, very right about that.
Right, yeah.
Another one, Dr. Hakeem Baba Ahmed, spokesman of the Northern Elders Forum NEF, has said 90% of Nigerian governors have no business anywhere being in politics and also having power.
He's equally right, because if you look at it, to me, there's linkage between what the Sultan said and what the Dr. Hakim is saying. You understand? If you look at when the right people refuse to participate in politics, the available ones, they don't seize the opportunity. So you see governors today, you see, if you look at it critically, you will discover that some of these people that are in the government houses, it's not about having a degree. It's not about having a degree. When you can have that degree, but you are not visionary. If you are not visionary, then what are you there for? You cannot solve your problem, the problem of your people. Although the insecurity is beyond the governors alone, but what we're talking about, service delivery. A governor that cannot take, for instance, like education. Education is on a concurrent list of the constitution, whereby both the federal government, the state government, the local government, they have an input to make. You have problem of illiteracy, Almajiri children everywhere. You have destitute everywhere. Does this one requires federal government input before they can tackle it? Even the aspect of insecurity, there are some certain things that state governor can do to arrest this situation. Idle mind is a devil's workshop. Some of these bandits, some of these bad people, based on research, it has been attributed to several factors. One of which is poverty. So the governors, if they can do something to provide enabling environment, at least you will see unemployment will reduce. You understand? Theirs is to provide enabling environment for private sector to come in and drive the economy. But you discover that some of the governors, they are living hands to mouth. It's like living hands to mouth. Every month they'll be waiting for monthly subvention to come from the federal allocation so that they spend. And they spend so extravagantly. You understand? Apart from 1 or 2 states or 3 states, let me say like 5 states, that they have a very robust internally generated revenue. The other ones, they are just like nowhere. You understand? So the situation is bad. Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, he said it the right way. They have no business to be at the corridor of power. They have no business. Absolutely, they have no business at all to be there.
So you agree to to what he said?
100% I agree. 100%.
So is it that?
Do you want me to mention the name of my state governor here? You know, you will not like me to mention it. Even I will say
No. No, there's no point.
This guy, there's no business being there. Although by his emergence as a governor of my state is just by divine intervention. So I will not put his own into consideration because it's something of accidental governor. So call it as an accidental governor. So, but the bottom line is that in terms of service delivery, they are not there for the people. They are there for themselves. So, and they will continue to be there unless we have a responsive system whereby the people too must rise to the occasion to say, okay, to demand for their right. Otherwise, we'll continue this journey.
But the problem, the thing, and the issue is that we keep talking about what we should do so that a particular problem can be solved in Nigeria. We keep saying it. I mean, this is not the first time, and this is not the first year. We've always been saying it, but problems keep occurring.
You see, you look at it very well now. Nigeria is not about knowing our problem. We know our problem, but the solution is where the problem comes.
And the thing is that it's not as if we do not know the solution.
We know you know this. You see,
to our problem, because I also feel that the reason why some people have not been able to accept the solution to some problems is because they feel that when they accept it and when they go for it, they are going to lose some particular things.
Yeah, it's true. You know,
they have to drop some things.
You know. See, the thing is that we have a very deep problem. That governor that is in the office that is not performing, by the time he step aside or is out of office, he will start seeing clearer that if I had known, I would have done it this way. If I had known, you see, our problem starts from we, the subjects, how we respond to these people in the office. You understand? So if we decide to say, okay, we want to hold them to be accountable to us. Are they more than us?
But does it have to do with education too? You know, when you have leaders as illiterate,
that civic education must be there. You understand? For instance, now a state government will decide to do a road from here to here. That road, after the road has been overinflated, you understand? The people, they will roll out drums, start singing his praises as if he used his own personal money to do it. Come on, this is something that is the duty of the government to do it, and the government has just done his duty, and we will roll out drum to praise them. So that is to tell you that we still need education, that civic education down to the grassroots. People must be aware of what is government. You understand? When you are losing your own rights, you know, if you go to the foundation of the state, how state come into being, there is a state of nature, whereby that state of nature is that you have your right, I have my right. So, but we decided to forgo our own right, then we say, okay, let's have a body, which is a state, to regulate our affairs for everybody. And that is how we lose our right as individual. If not, God gave everybody right. So we're not losing that right for the state to cover us. And what are we getting from the state? You will not discover that virtually this generation of young Nigerians, from your primary education to secondary education, everything is private. To the hospital, it's private. Everything is private. What is government doing for you? So at the end of the day, government will do small thing again. Will still start clapping. No. This thing now. So we need that civic education. You understand? The media has to play that role. They are doing, but they must step it up to do enough. And another thing again, you discover that Nigerians, something relating to that, because they don't have that confidence in the system. If you are telling them anything, they wouldn't even want to hear it. Last time we were talking about a celebrity or an actor coming out to tell Nigerians that, look, PVC, forget about PVC. It's not a good omen. You understand? It's like someone that is losing faith in the system. That is what it is, and it's not good. So the caliber of people that we have in the government houses, they are making it look as if they are doing us favor, and because of that, Nigerians are losing interest in the system. Understand? So it's a very big problem. We should start thinking about Nigeria. Well, we can't think about Nigeria alone. We must think about Nigeria if Nigeria is equally thinking about us as citizens.
I mean, I don't understand what you meant by that. Is Nigeria different from we, the Nigerians?
Yes. We are Nigerians. You understand?
So who is Nigeria?
Nigeria now is the constituted authority. You understand? Nigeria is now the constituted authority. We have 3 tiers of the government. We have local government, we have the state and the federal local government. All of them, they must participate. They must be active. The nationhood is not just existing in vacuum. Nationhood is about the citizen. Are we being carried along? Come on, Dayo, let me ask you now. If I ask you now, your primary school, you will tell me that one private school. Secondary school, one private school.
No, I didn't go to a private school in secondary school. I went to a government secondary school.
Okay, fine. Okay. Even that process.
And the university, I went to a
federal university too. So, but you look at it now, a lot of people are going to private primary school, private primary school, secondary school, even university. If someone is ill today, the first place you go to is a government private hospital. So what is the government there for? So you discover that a lot of people don't even know the role of government. The only time they will know the role of government is when you and I are having issues, and then police will come in, or you are driving, police now stop you and start harassment. Then you will know. So if you go to some part of Nigeria today, people are living at the mercy of bandits. What are you going to tell those people? What are you going to tell them? So the other time, there is this horrible one I read whereby a man, 6 of his children were killed. The bandit allowed him to say, "What as you are killing your children?" And they killed 6 of them. 72-year-old man. Where is he going to start from? So you understand, when you go and meet that kind of man to ask him about Nigeria, when he's telling you negative things about Nigeria, will you blame him? You will not blame him. It's a system. The system is failing us. As the system is failing us, that is why we are saying Nigeria must be there for us too. We forgo our right. As we forgo our right, our inalienable right, Nigeria should take care of us. Fine. Government is saying, look, we are not. Government is moving from that traditional role of providing for all to more of regulating, providing enabling environment. Yes. Okay, have they been doing that? If they are doing that, we wouldn't be shouting as we are now. So, the earlier the better. What Dr. Hakim said and what the Sultan said, there is a nexus between it. As we are inching towards 2023, election time is here. Nigeria should start thinking. We should shine our eyes to look very deep. Who will serve our interests, we will know. Starting from the state down to the federal level, who will serve our interest? It's better you go out, obtain your PVC, you vote for the candidate of your choice that you believe that will represent your interest. You understand? When you do that, your conscience will be very, very clear. Even if the person is failing, you know quite okay that you have done your own. So you understand, Nigerians we shouldn't give up. We must do that.
Well, President Muhammadu Buhari has in Kaduna on Thursday recalled with nostalgia how he narrowly escaped being bombed near the Kawo bridge 2000 while traveling to Katsina State. Yeah. That's his own state. 2014.
It was an unfortunate incident, and we thank God that he still survived it. So I think
because he said his security escorts were vigilant.
It was the peak period of Boko Haram attack, which now the Boko Haram are confined to only in northeast, not just northeast, but the state of Borno and once in a while to Yobe. But then they were everywhere. That was when the bombing was happening. There was the incident in Nyanya, and so police force headquarters first before the Nyanya and the Kaduna one. So
Buhari was at the newly constructed Kawo bridge, executed by the El Rufai administration, said there was an attempt to bomb. According to him, there was an attempt to bomb me here. That's place information today. It
was an attempt on his life. It was an attempt on his life. So that is the only thing that he could recall. But to me, it's far more than that. Because if you know how the Kawo a bridge, that particular section of the road was, and now, wow, you give credit to Governor Nasir El-Rufai because he did a wonderful work there. Although people endure during the time of the construction a lot of suffering there, but at the end of the day, people now, at least it has solved traffic problem around that axis.
Okay, the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Gani Adams, on Thursday, that's today, blamed the police for foiling the proposed partnership that was aimed at securing the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, insisting that the growing incidents of kidnapping and killing on the road couldn't have occurred had the police authorities allowed the partnership arrangement to sail through. We're even talking about the police this morning.
Yeah.
Now, another version.
Dayo, I keep telling people that, look, even some few seconds we'll talk about it, that not that we don't know the solution to our problems, we know solution to our problems. This issue of this insecurity now, federal government alone cannot handle the security architecture and become effective. That is the truth. APC as a party, they set up a committee to say, okay, the committee they went to for a town hall meeting from state to state. At the end of the day, they submitted the report and make the recommendation for state police. But since it's not something that they want, they have good intention behind it. That recommendation was just there. It's not something that they wanted. They don't want anything state police. That is just the truth. Now the Southwest, they now came out with their own security architecture, which is Amotekun. Amotekun now is now supposed to be like to support the police. But the truth is that if the state government is funding Amotekun, do they have the power to arrest? If they don't have the power to arrest and prosecute, it's only the Nigerian police that has the power to arrest and prosecute. So if they make an arrest, they will submit to the police. That is how it is. And even in terms of their operation, some places that they want to go, well, police now boost their activities. In fact, from the onset, the federal government wasn't happy about Amotekun. The AGF came out several times to condemn Amotekun. So, and the governors in Southwest too, they have said it that, look, we came up with this concept to complement the activities of the police, not that they are going to become the police. Why is it like this? It's like this because we are refusing to do the needful. Although some people will say that if you have state police, the governors will use them arbitrarily and clamp down on their opposition and blah 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 like that. We must start from somewhere. But let's look at it very well now. If you are looking at it's just like when you have a scale. If the advantage is much, you take it. There's not any policy that you bring today that there will be no disadvantage. As far as governance is concerned, there is no any policy that you bring that there's no issue. So it's unfortunate. The Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò Gani Adams, he said it. Although he did not divulge much into what the arrangement was. But I believe what he's referring to is police and Amotekun doing a joint patrol. Lagos-Ibadan Express is not just anyhow road. It's not just anyhow road. It's an interstate road, a very big one. So Amotekun cannot go and start standing there on their own. They must have a partnership with the police. Police is supposed to give them that backup for them to be able to work effectively. So, come on. The report from that axis is showing that kidnapping, banditry. The last time I saw a viral video whereby a driver was killed, and based on the record, they were saying the wife was taken by bandit. They mentioned that bloody bandit. You understand? So it's unfortunate. The Southwest governors, I give them credit for them to even come up with this Amotekun arrangement. I give them credit, and to some extent they have been funding them. They provide the logistics, uniform, and provide them some stipend to make sure that they secure their place. So if they are not there by now, the issue of banditry would have taken over Southwest entirely. So, but what we need to do, we just have to do the needful. I understand the fear by some people. They will say the governors will use this state police arbitrarily. Well, which is, even with the federal police, are they not using the federal police too? They are using the federal police. So, but we just have to look into what this state police can do. You understand? As a governor, look at Governor Sanwo-Olu. 2 weeks ago, we saw how he accosted CSP of a police. He said, look, I'm the chief security officer of this state. We don't need you at Magodo. Go. You are not supposed to be here. Take your men and leave here. The CSP now told him, no, look, sir, I don't take order from you. Say, I'm on here on the authority on the order of the IGP. IGP working under AGF. That I'm here. The governor told him that, look, call them and tell them that the governor, who is the chief security officer, they said, I don't need you here. The CSP now told him that, look, sir, I'm too small to call them. You call them and tell them. So, what does this portray? It portrays that, look, you have policemen in the state, but the governors don't have any right to sanction them. They don't have a right to direct them anywhere. A governor doesn't have right to say, okay, there is or your state governor Makinde to say, okay, commissioner of police, please deploy your men to social place now. I want them to go there now. He doesn't have. He cannot use now. He cannot use that language now. He just have to say, what is the name? The CP is a woman. And I say, madam, how are you doing? You know, you start some process like that, as if it's not like trying to pet her. Say, they just informed me of an incident in social place. Please, can you mobilize your men to see what you can do? With please, you understand? So that is it. So we just have to like go back to the drawing board, review the constitution, make issues of security a concurrent, bring it down to on the concurrent list whereby the state too can participate. Let's start state police. If we don't have state police, we'll continue like this until you if they have state police. See, this thing, there is no two ways. Governors have cried out several times, including the governors that are standing on the part of they're trying to to kill anything relating to state police. They too are bearing the brunt. The governors from the north here are the ones stopping state police. But the most people that bear the brunt of the consequences of insecurity today, where are they? It is not in the north here. Today, just days ago, say there are about 40-something people were killed in Kebbi. Some of it are underreported. They don't even report it again. You understand? So this thing, they must have state police. If you have a governors have state police, they will design the police based on the peculiarity of the security challenge within their own domain. So, but they are not ready. So, some people believe that once you have state police, you will now weaken the center. When you weaken the center, Nigeria will disintegrate. Nigeria is too big now.
So. Well, let's go into sports. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, has commended the Super Eagles for their consistent output and impressive victory over Guinea-Bissau, which was their last match in the African Cup of Nations group stage in Cameroon. Of course, I prayed for that moment. Yeah. I remember yesterday when I was. See,
the fact is that Nigeria is a great country. Nigeria, if you want to know how Nigerians love Nigeria, bring sport. That moment, you could see that energy, that love towards Nigeria. So it means all our problems here and there, they're artificial. The moment we can get these problems out, that unity will be there. So Nigerians took to prayer. Some went, some in the Christian communities, they are doing fasting now. They made it part of their praying point to pray for Nigeria's victory. So another thing now, the former coach who was here, a German coach, Gerrit Rohr, they were paying him in dollars. Now the interim coach that is here, Egbavon, a Nigerian, our own, that is giving us victory, we are paying him in naira. You understand what I'm talking about? So we should learn to. It's still part of what we are doing that is not right. These guys, they are performing very well. The coach is giving us what Gerrit Rohr could not give us. So it shouldn't be just a mere suffering. At the end of the day, Nigeria will now say handshake with the president and just like that. No, Nigeria should, the Minister of State should be, the Minister of Sport should make it as a point, as a task, that these guys are properly taken care of, so that tomorrow more Nigerians can participate and give their best to Nigeria. Kudos to them for that victory against Guinea-Bissau.
Really, kudos to them, because I can remember yesterday, when the
match was around 37 minutes, no score. I was like,
because Guinea-Bissau had said, according to what I read yesterday, that they rather die
than to allow
Nigeria
to defeat them.
But they are not dead, and right in their eyes.
We gave them not just only one goal, but two goals.
It's three.
So, it's 2 goals. So
that's a miscalculation.
That 2 goals is good.
Thank you all for staying with us on News Wrap Up at Spheric TV. I am Dayo Lujuwo Ekuni, and of course Uncle Musti Lala with me. Thank you all, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook at Aspheric News, Twitter at Aspheric News, and Instagram at aspheric.news. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.